Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of We Dream of Cake. I'm your host, Aaron Glapion, and today I'm going to show you how to make marshmallow fondant. Some of the tools and ingredients that we're going to use is Kraft Jet Puff marshmallows. I'm using the minis here. They tend to melt a little bit more evenly and quicker than the larger ones. I have 1 bag of confectionery sugar, which is right at about 7 cups. I have a bit of vegetable shortening. We have some vanilla extract that I'm going to flavor the fondant with, some water, some Tylose powder, some light corn syrup, and I'll be coloring this batch in black. So here I have the AmeriColor. It's the soft gel paste. The paste tends to work a little bit better than the other food colorings that you can buy because it's a little bit thicker and it keeps the consistency a little bit better. I'm also using my stand mixer here. I'll be using the hook attachment, of course a little bowl to mix it all in, and then a bit of cling wrap for later. So let's start with prepping the mixing bowl. I'm going to take a bit of shortening here and just grease the inside of the bowl. Try to get it all around. It'll keep the marshmallow from sticking. You want to cover the entire surface of the mixing area with the shortening. Next, I'm going to add in the 7 cups of the confectionery sugar. Two teaspoons of the Tylose powder. And sorry, I didn't mention this in the introduction, but here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Next, I'm just going to open this bag of marshmallow, pop it into my microwave safe bowl here. I'm adding 3 tablespoons of water. It just helps the melting process along. So I'm going to pop this into the microwave for about 1.5 minutes using 30-second intervals. So here I have the marshmallow right out of the microwave. As you can see, it doesn't look like it's really melted, but just like with chocolate, the marshmallow tends to continue the melting process with agitation. So I'm just using my spatula and mixing it in. Trying to get it as smooth as possible. Remember to scrape the edges of the bowl, the sides of the bowl. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the corn syrup here. And just a little bit of the vanilla extract. You can use whatever extract that you prefer for a taste. Making the fondant at home tastes a lot better than store-bought fondant. I'm sure there's some good ones out there, but I find this is tasty. Since I'm coloring the full batch, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the food coloring. If you don't want to color the batch or just portions of the batch, you can go ahead and finish the process of making it and then color them in small portions. But I want a whole batch. So I'm going to start out with 2 generous squeezes of the food coloring. And with every color that you make, I don't really have a set recipe for the coloring. I just add until I'm happy with it. Now I put in 2, and this is about a charcoal gray, so I'm going to add a little bit more in there. Try to get it to a darker shade of black, or a real shade of black. So I'm happy with this color here, so I'm going to next put that mixture into my mixing bowl here. I'm going to use a kitchen towel and just drape over the bowl here. Try and tuck it into the back, because the powdered sugar will start to fly all over. I'm going to start this on a low speed and mix until it's all incorporated. So as you can see here, the mixture isn't quite the way you would like your fondant to be, but we're not quite finished with it. We're going to knead it a little bit. So I'm going to have a little mat here. I'm going to take more of the vegetable shortening and just coat my hands completely with it. The fondant at this stage will be quite sticky because it's not fully incorporated, so you want to have a nice generous coating of the shortening on your hands. So now let's just start working it and kneading it, getting all of the drier parts mixed in and incorporated. Not only is the shortening on my hands helpful to keep it from sticking, but it's also incorporating just a little bit into the fondant here. I'm going to use a little bit more shortening. As you can see, it's starting to mix in and become a little bit smoother. Just with some of the shortening on my hand, I'm just going to rub and get a little coating on the outside there. Let's just get it wrapped up. Try to get out all of the air. Then I'm going to let that sit overnight, and it'll be great for use tomorrow. The fondant here, as long as it's airtight and kept wrapped, you can keep it for at least 30 days outside of a refrigerator, inside of an airtight container. Not only do I have it wrapped here, but I would put it inside of another container. Just keep it in the cupboard. So there you have it, my marshmallow fondant. I hope you like it.